taking a look at number 1, it asks us to simplify radical 180. So what I'm going to do is go to my calculator and type into the y equals on the top left-hand button of my calculator. I'm going to type in y equals 180 divided by x, and then I'm going to hit second table. So it brings me to my table of values of things that multiply to 180. So looking at my list, I have 1 and 180, 2 and 90, 3 and 60, 4 and 45, 5 and 36, 6 and 30, and they keep going. But the one that I like is 5 and 36 because 36 is a perfect square. And I know 6 times 6 comes out of the house and as a single 6. I'll show you what that looks like. But if you know that happens, you know they just come out of the house as 1. And then 5 and 1 are both prime, so those have to stay inside of the house. So 6 radical 5 would be that answer. Same thing with number 3. Y equals 176 divided by x. Second table. Taking a look at my choices, I have 1 and 176, 2 and 88, 4 and 44. If I go all the way down, I see 11 and 16. I'm going to go with 11 and 16 because 16 makes up 4 times 4, so I know that I have at least a 4 that can come out of the house. And my 11 is prime, so that stays inside of the house. And let's take a look at number 5. This one is the exact same, but it has some variables shown there. So I'm going to do the same thing, 160 divided by x, second table. Mine accidentally graphed. Still trying to find my table. There we go. Okay, 1 and 60, 2 and 80, 4 and 40, 5 and 32, 8 and 20, and then 10 and 16. And that's the one I want to use because 16s are a perfect square, so it can come out of the house as 4, and then leave a little bit of room there so we can add our variables. And 10 can only break down to 5 and 2 or 10 and 1, but it keeps breaking down into 5 and 2. So 5 times 2 and 10, because they're singles, they stay inside of the house. Now let's take a look at my variables. I have 5 A's, so what that looks like is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these two are going to pair up, and these two are going to pair up, and they can come out of the house as a squared, and this guy didn't pair up, so a single A stays inside of the house. And another way to look at that is just take half as many of the variables that you have. For example, I have b to the 10. I know 5 of those are going to couple up, and they get to come out of the house, and b to the 5th. And then my c, I know 1 pair comes out, so I'm just going to pull a pair out, and then that one guy left inside the house. So 4a squared, b to the 5th c, radical 10ac would be your answer for that one.